Hello everybody, it's Sakayla McAvoy. I'm going to talk about lupus today. We had to pick an autoimmune disorder and I chose lupus. I see that Katie chose celiac disease, which was a very interesting video and I appreciate it. Thank you, Katie. Good morning everybody. Hope your day is good. I did write down a lot of information about lupus. The first time I actually heard of lupus, I was in my Med-Surg 2 class, and I thought it was very interesting that so many people suffer from lupus. It's also called systematic lupus erythematosus, SLE, or lupus for short. There's a lot of information out on the web. I got all my information from lupus.org. I also got some from my medical surgical book and also my ATI book that we used in nursing school. So lupus is a disease that it's a disease that targets the tissues in your body, and this can last for years. It can be lifelong. This is a chronic disorder, and it's very painful. It affects your joints. You have joint pains. You have sensitivity to light. You can get fevers, rashes. I mean, there's all sorts of things that go along with lupus. The first thing I wrote down was a butterfly rash, which I don't have my book with me, but if I did, I could show you a picture of it. It's pretty much where you get a rash on your cheeks. It kind of looks like the shape of a butterfly. You can pretty much Google it, butterfly rash lupus, and it will show you images. It's the first thing that actually pops up when you type in lupus. This is very common in the United States. There's over 200,000 cases of it. This most commonly affects women, mostly African Americans, Hispanics, Asians, and Native Americans. Also, I found some information too. I like to look up to see like what famous people might have this disease or disorder, just to see out of curiosity and see if they're doing anything for the cause. I learned that Selena Gomez has lupus, which I already knew that, and she got a kidney transplant from it, which makes sense because lupus can affect any organ in your body. Lady Gaga also has lupus, and so does Nick Cannon. I did not know that, but it was very interesting. Also, sorry, I'm just trying to read my notes here. The average onset time for lupus is about 6 years. That's just average. This is a chronic condition, so you can have flare-ups and then it improves. So your symptoms get worse and then they improve. You think you're okay, and they come back days, weeks, months, years later. Again, the most common things are butterfly rash, joint pain anywhere in your body, fatigue, fever, rash. It looks like the pain can occur in all of your muscles. It can even occur while you're breathing. It can be sharp pain in your chest, mouth dryness, and ulcers in your mouth, which I thought that was interesting too. The rashes are usually scaly and red. You can also have hair loss or alopecia, which is another word for hair loss. It looks like 65% of people reported the worst part about having lupus is the chronic pain, which I can definitely understand that. I feel like having chronic pain every day would get very tiring, and I don't know how I would function, but I mean, people do every day because this is a common disorder, and props to them, but I don't know what I would do. This unfortunately cannot be cured. Most of the time when you get early diagnosed, you do lifestyle modifications like diet and sun protection, because the sun actually increases flare-ups. If you've had it for a long time, they do try medications such as anti-inflammatory, because this disease targets your body's tissues. It inflames your tissues, which causes all the pain, and also steroids. But long-term use of steroids can also cause a lot of issues too, like immunosuppressants. You could also get Cushing syndrome, which is a whole nother thing that I'm not getting into right now. So let me see what else we've got here. I did say that it can affect any organ in the body. Also, nobody's lupus is the same. So each treatment is individualized. So if you have lupus, go see your doctor, go talk to somebody, go get the help you need, and you might even just feel better if you have just a lifestyle changes. But some people need medication. It all just depends on you and your symptoms. I also read what other things you could possibly have when you have lupus, which, I mean, this makes sense. Anxiety, depression, blood in the urine, a face rash, which is that butterfly rash, headaches, sensitivity to the light, which we already discussed, swelling, water retention, which water retention can cause swelling, and I also read that you can have weight loss. So, I mean, this is pretty in-depth disease, unfortunately. But that's really all the information I have about lupus. So to sum it up, it's a autoimmune disorder where your body attacks its own tissues. It causes inflammation, more common in women than men. And there are lots of people suffering from this. It's very common. There is no cure. It can last a lifetime. It's chronic. Everybody is different. Everybody's treatment is different. Signs and symptoms are also can be related to other things that are going on in your body. So you totally overlook might having lupus because you're sick or you have some other underlying condition. But if you feel like something is wrong or you feel like you've had this pain constantly for way too long, go see your doctor. It's not going to hurt anything. Thank you so much for listening. And if you need anything else or have any questions, just comment on Moodle, and I will be glad to assist with anything else. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.